Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. The title of this YouTube video most likely is going to be Turning Your Excuses to X Reasons. Sometimes we get into the routine of certain thoughts, certain ideas, a certain mentality, I can say certain beliefs that we let control our lives because we let it. We give permission for these thoughts to be the determining factor for our present and our future. And that is not right. Those things that we tell ourselves used to be reasons of why we cannot do something. Some of us, maybe they want to change their eating habits, maybe their exercising habits, maybe their living habits in general. Maybe we have goals that's related to work, maybe goals related to relationships. And all of these factors are things that impact us and impact how joyful we feel in life. It's very easy to come up with reasons why you can't do something. And I am genuinely talking about this, keeping in mind that sometimes we go through depression or anxiety or even more hard states that we are in because of factors that are impacting us. Maybe it's the place that you live in, maybe it's the people you're surrounded with, maybe it's experiences that you've been through. But now I seriously and I genuinely want to challenge you to rise beyond those thoughts, because it is not the end. So long you're alive and so long you continue being alive, continue living every day, you are given a chance to be better. And you are given a chance to live your life the way you want it to be. It's not going to change at an instant. Or even some people say that it can change at an instant. But I do know that there has to be an action taken in order for a change to occur. If a person remains with no action, no change is going to occur, no matter how much you're going to sit and pray for something to be better. And keeping in mind, I truly love and believe in prayer. Trust me, I do. But I also know that once I set an action, that's when things start to be different. So, going back to the topic of this video, to turn your reasons that you used to tell yourself that you cannot do something. Now, and I'm sorry that if I say that these things are excuses, you're gonna be like, oh, but you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I had to deal with. I understand. People go through tragic moments, and trust me, I was also there. And no matter how much I would try to explain to people that I've been through hard events, people can understand to the capacity that they could understand it, but nobody can actually understand what you've been through except for you. Nobody was at your shoes. Nobody went through these experiences except for you. And you cannot, in a way, continue explaining these things to people, hoping that it will change something, hoping that they will finally understand you, because that may not happen. And it is up to us to choose and to decide, it is time for me to take my life to be under my control. It's time for me to have this internal drive. It's time for me to spark it. This is where I would like to intervene. I want to be an accountability partner. I understand how life can be challenging, even though you know what you need to do, but you struggle to actually get it done. We can go to ChatGPT and ask it to write down our weekly plan or even the monthly plan, and ask it to write down the steps that are required for that project to be done, make the schedule with the dates and everything. But then when it's time to actually get it done, it's difficult. This is where I would like to put myself as an intervening person to help you accomplish your goals. It takes a certain limit to reach where you are fed up with the way you live, the way the life brings up to you, and you're like, enough is enough. Enough is enough of me continuing to live this way. I do not wish or desire this for myself anymore. And this is where sometimes you do need a friend. No matter how old you are, and I'm sorry for the bad things that you've gone through, or for the bad things that life has put you in, but it's not the end. You will be able to make a change and create a change. And these things happen one day at a time. Now is the time for you to change. Now is the time for you to elevate yourself. It's not tomorrow. It's not in a week. It's now. The sooner you start taking control of your life, the sooner you start to be like, I want something good for myself, and I want to live a better life for myself. I want to feel good. I want to interact with people. I want to be successful. These are all feelings that you deserve to feel, and you deserve to live that way. So I will be telling you the 2 steps that we will be taking in this video in order to elevate ourselves from the life that we lived into the life that we want to build. All right. Now, bear in mind that it's going to be simple to actually say these steps, and it's going to be simple and be like, okay, does that mean that if you follow the steps that I'm going to tell you that your life is going to change instantly? Maybe, and maybe not. But I know that it takes one step at a time for a person to start becoming better and to start feeling better and to start getting better results. And I also know that a change can happen once we feel it internally. And if we don't feel that need internally, sometimes we need that push externally. And this is where I put myself in these shoes, where I feel like I would like to be somebody's accountability partner. I would like to be part of that person that wants to do a change and they find themselves stumbling back to their old habits again. I do understand that it takes internal remodeling of your thoughts and your beliefs and everything. And I do understand the value of going through therapy, dealing with your past. But I also understand that sometimes you need a person to take you off of bed in order to do something properly. Sometimes you need that person to remind you that I'm gonna come knock on your door for you to go exercise outside, for example, or to go for a walk. Sometimes you need that person. You need that person to call you and be like, hey, how are you doing today? And that's the kind of person that I want to be. So if you're really interested, you can book a call with me and I will be very happy to help you out. I'll be very happy to be that motivator and to be that catalyst that you need in your life. And I will be proud of myself, and I will be even proud to see you become the person that you want and desire to become. Imagine all the changes that could occur just because you took this step right now. Imagine who you could become 6 months from now because you were like, enough is enough. I don't want to continue living this way. Imagine the changes that could come in a year, in 3 years, because at that point you were like, I am done living this life. I do not wish to continue living this life. I deserve better. Come on. Why would somebody else have the energy and efforts and maybe the compassion and everything? And why can't I just get that for me too? You know? So that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve, and that's what you can acquire. Now, the 2 steps that I'm going to tell you to take care of in this video is by getting a pen and a paper. It's super easy, y'all. Most of my approaches are just going to require a pen and paper at first, and then we go through exploring the reasons of why you do things, exploring the memories that are tied to these thoughts and actions, and trying to challenge those thoughts because, like I said, you don't need to continue living in those thoughts. So in this paper, you're going to write down the reasons why you're not doing something. So let's identify a problem. Personally, my main hurdle that I have been neglecting for years is completing my master's. And trust me, I can sit and write down reasons of why I cannot finish my master's. So you take that paper and you write down all the reasons why you cannot do something, or all the reasons why you can't get something. Maybe all the reasons why you feel like you don't deserve to study or you don't deserve that job. Maybe write down the reasons why you think you won't be able to lose weight. Maybe write down reasons why maybe you can't have friends. Maybe write down reasons why you're not worthy of a relationship, of a healthy, loving relationship. Whatever reason why something is hindering you from a place that you want to reach to. Write down all the reasons. All right. Now, these reasons, after you write them down, they're going to look like what? Excuses. It's time for you to look at those reasons as excuses, because you can still strive even if you have all these reasons. You can still succeed even if you have all these reasons. All these reasons are beliefs and thoughts that you have carried around all this time, but you don't have to continue carrying them around. All right? So all these reasons are, we're going to call them what? X reasons. We're going to call them what? Excuses. So these reasons are going to be something that is tied to your past. They're no longer going to be part of your identity. And trust me, it's going to take daily practice for it to fully solidify into your mental and emotional system. But the fact that you started is what's important. So these reasons are going to turn into X reasons. X reasons are going to become excuses. Once you put that here, you're going to take another paper, or if you want the same paper, and you're going to flip it. You're going to write down the reasons now why you think you deserve that thing. So personally, I'm going to write down the reasons why I deserve to complete my master's. The reasons why I deserve that car, or I want that car. The reason why I desire that house. The reason why I would love to travel, for example. Get reasons why you should acquire that thing. You desire it, you acquire it. I desire this thing because, for example, I'm gonna feel so happy about it. Why you want that car? Well, I want that car because I love cars and I love how it feels to be in that car. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel accomplished, and I deserve to feel good. So now the reasons that are relevant to you look every day to your X reasons of why you're not gonna give up, and you're gonna look at the reasons of why you're going to move towards your desires and move towards your goals. Now this is a step that we're gonna take into changing our lives to be better and stepping towards that self-motivated, that energized, that compassionate, that person who goes for what they truly desire and what they truly want. And with the help of somebody that could be there on your right hand, of somebody that could cheer you up from the back, or somebody who can remind you of who you really want to become, that even makes your journey more softer, smoother, and more fulfilling to live. And it takes a person it takes a person who's been through these things, who will understand the importance of getting a partner that actually keeps you accountable. So this is where I put myself, and this is where I would like to put myself, as a person who will be able to support you throughout your journey, and who will be able to push you towards the things that you want and desire, and who will be able to remind you of who you can become, the things that you can acquire, and the person that you want to be moving forward. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you will be there for the next episode, where I'll be coming up with even more strategies for you to start stepping towards the better you. And trust me, we are going to be in this journey together, because I'm in that journey as well, where I am taking matters to my hands and choosing to fight over the thoughts that have been hindering me, and choosing to elevate beyond what I was believing in. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.